Hey, Bree Bree, how are you? How are you? How are you? I see you looking. Talk to your work mama yet? Hey, Bree Bree. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. I'm trying to see if I'm going to buffer. I should have put test live on here. Every time I go live lately, I freeze no matter what. I see I'm buffering over here on YouTube. So I turn the volume down. There, that's better. Okay, now let me go back over here on StreamYard so if I can see. Okay, trying to see. Hello, fine as wine. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome in to the live. Thank you for coming. I'm trying to see. Every time I come on here lately, every time I try to go live, I freeze. Okay. Hello, Lisa. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you for coming. I'm froze over here on the YouTube side. Am I froze to you all? I don't understand. Well, let me turn this off Wi-Fi. I'm trying to turn everything off Wi-Fi. Yes, it's good to see you too. How you been? How you been? Okay. I feel strange because I'm going live on this PC, which I never do, but I'm on StreamYards actually, because I wanted to be able to drop the link and have people come up and talk and things like that. I'm not buffering. Okay. Maybe it's just on my side then. I'm not buffering, I don't think, on the StreamYard side, but I am buffering on the YouTube side, I think. So I'm going to leave it off. I'm going to stay off of the YouTube side, but I can't see everything that goes on. I can't see everything that goes on the StreamYard side. That's why I like to be on the YouTube side. It's only so much I see over there. Maybe if I only have one other device, which is my tablet on Wi-Fi. I took the Wi-Fi off of my phone. So we'll see. How is everyone doing? This is just a simple chit chat Q&A. I would like the gardeners to come in. Anybody that want to garden, anybody that's trying to garden, the fall garden. Oh, we need to do this. We need to do this. I was actually going to go out in the garden and do this. My cell is fine. The laptop, but that's what. Well, my laptop. I'm on my laptop, but when I'm looking at video on StreamYards, there's no buffer at all. It doesn't even seem like a delay, but there was YouTube side. So maybe there's just a lot of people on right now on YouTube. No, you're good. Just a little frequency speed is not in tune with the speed of your lips, if that makes sense. Yes, it does. That makes a lot of sense. At least I'm not my still saying, hey Chef, hey Bree Bree, how you doing? How you doing again? And I just did a premiere over on Chef and More about 2 hours ago. And so I thought I'd come on here. I was going to do it a little later. Come on here a little later. Hello, Edward. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. I was going to come on here a little later, but I said, you know what? Let me knock this out, get this out the way early, because I think the later it gets, people start having dinner and things like that. So I thought I'd just come on over here. And yes, I am slower over on the YouTube side. So I have to assume that it's YouTube. So I'm not gonna worry about it. At least I can see the chat and everything up there. Yes, 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 yes. Awesome and amazing. I'm so glad you all are here. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Yes, anybody that can share me out, please do so. Don't forget to thumbs me up. Don't forget to thumbs me up and don't forget to leave comments at the end of the video, guys, or the end of the live. Hit that like button, everyone. Much love. Please do, please do. It's free 99. Come on now. It don't hurt to hit the like button. It does not hurt to hit the like button. Yes, awesome and amazing. Awesome and amazing. So who I know, Edward, I know you are growing some things out there this fall. Fine as wine, you should be. You should be. And anybody that doesn't even have gardening space, which is outdoor space to do anything, herbs grow magnificently on your kitchen counter. So no one has an excuse not to grow something. No one. Yes. So Lisa, what are you growing? Fine as wine. What are you growing? And Bree, I don't know if you're still in here, Bree, but what are you growing too? Yes, 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 yes. I need to know. Yes, indeed. I need to be. Yes, you do. All that cooking you should do. You know, fine as wine. I got hooked. I wanted to start growing things because honestly, I got tired of going to the grocery store. And I guess it was well before COVID. I need some tomatoes. Fine as wine. I harvested so far this year 35, and I've got about 16 still out there. And although it's getting cold, tomatoes are still flowering. So I was going to go out there today and pick the ones that are out there that are left out there, pick them off and bring them inside. I did a video on ripen them inside and go ahead and like let them ripen inside. But I got lazy today, so I didn't do it. That has some fancy dressing you prepared. Some fancy dressing you. Oh, thank you. You watched it already. Thank you. You know what? I did that one year some time ago when it was Thanksgiving time and I forgot cranberries. I forgot cranberries and all I had was dried cranberries because I personally snack on dried cranberries. That's just give me a handful. You know, I like to eat them like I would eat raisins or something. I typically always have those. And I use walnuts all the time when I make my carrot cake. Well, pretty much for every holiday, I make a carrot cake. So that particular year, I didn't have any cranberries. So you know what? I'm going to put these dried cranberries in here and these walnuts. Oh my goodness. If you put enough cranberries in there, you almost don't need cranberry sauce on the side. It is delicious. And if you eat cranberry sauce with your dressing, you'll love it. You'll love it. So thank you, Edward. Yes, yes, yes. So all you guys don't forget to check out that video too. That's over on Chef and more. Yes. So I just got to let this thing charge. Mine is my phone. Yes. And I have it on took it off Wi-Fi, so hopefully it'll work. So if anybody wants to come up here on this panel, I'm gonna drop the link so you all can come up here and talk about what you're gonna grow, fine as wine. What you are growing, Edward. Lisa, what you are going to grow. Bree, you hate plants, but you sure love to eat. Now, come on. We're not talking about fan. I don't like, I have said coming up this year, I am going to plant at least one flower plant or something. I'll try to plant something that will bring in pollinators, bring in bees. I'm not a fan of flowers like that. My garden does not consist of any flowers except for the flowers that are produced before the fruit comes. I'm like, okay, I got flowers because it's my fruit. I can eat dressing without cream. Fried as wine, you would love this dressing then. Hello, Sticks Girl. Oh my goodness, Sticks Girl. Hello. For you all that don't know, Sticks Girl has been with me in my channel, well, Jeff and more, since I started back in May of 2019. She was one of the first people that came to my lives. Hey, and I don't get to see her much. That's another reason why I came on early because I see a lot of people that I would typically see during the daytime in the evening. Yes, awesome sauce, awesome sauce. We got Stiggs Girl in the house today. I know I came on at the right time. Girl, I ain't seen you in a long time. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Yes, yes. I love cranberry sauce too, fine as wine, especially with the dressing. Finest wine, you got to make this dressing then. You have got to try it. And you can, oh my goodness, look who's here. It's the Crockett Way. Hello, 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 Crockett Way. I know I can get you up here, Crockett Way. Someone, I need somebody. I'm gonna drop on just, you know what? I'm gonna put the link in the screen. I'm gonna anybody to want to come up here and chit chat and talk about what they're going to grow, what they are growing, what they want to grow. And I hope I don't buffer. I hope I don't buffer. So we'll see. That's the purpose of me trying to do this on StreamYards because I want to have uh, guests over here on this channel. So there is the link. Hello, hello, hello. I'm so surprised to see you. How you doing the Crockett Way? Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you guys for coming. Anybody that can share me out, please do so. Don't forget to hit that like button. Yes, and always leave me some comments when the video is over. Yeah, so we can rank with YouTube. I will be doing my lives over here. I will be doing my lives over here on container crops. I am trying to work out a kitchen space where I can start doing live cooking demos. I have a whole new plan for my live cooking demos. I'm going to test it out probably one Saturday morning. It's going to be live cooking demo different from any other one. At least I think it's different. Y'all might say, we've seen this before, Chef. But at any rate, if it is successful and it works and everybody kind of enjoys it, I want to do that at least twice a month. That's the goal, at least twice a month. Because I'm not going to say every week. I'm not going to say that anymore. After I did all those lives and things on Chef Pam, I know better than to say every week or every day or 3 times a week for lives. Because lives can be draining. Container crops just stopping to say hello. Over here chatting. You're all right. Thank you, Crockett Way. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Charting. Oh, charting. Oh, snap. Yeah, girl, you got to chart. I was going to say, who you chatting with? Charting. Okay. You know, I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by and that thumbs up. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. I know, right? Don't work too hard. Mm-hmm. Yes. That is the plan. I want to go live more over here throughout the winter. I'm just going to do chit chat lives and talk about going forward. And right now, guys, I'll pretty much anywhere you live, at least in the U.S., anywhere that anybody lives, you should be able to start a fall garden. But you got to do it right now before the time passes. If you want to plant something, you want to do it outside. Greens, lettuces, radishes. Did you all see the video I put up on this channel? I got a huge, that radish was about that big. And I still got more out there, but I harvested too. And I'm going to talk about that on another live. I'm going to go into it today, but about seed time and harvest. It was something really, it's kind of spiritual that I learned, but I don't think a lot of people look at it like this. So I want to talk about that. But I realized I used to want to go out to my garden every single time when I went out there and I had something to pick. I wanted to get a harvest. And I kept saying, that's the only thing I wanted was harvest. I planted, I got a lot of stuff out there. To say I only have so many containers, I have a lot of stuff out there. Um, and I have a lot of things out there because I didn't want to plant any one thing in abundance. So I planted just a little bit of this and a little bit of that to see what I could get to grow. My tomatoes was the most I had out there, and I had 5 different kind, and I think 4 varieties. No, all 5 varieties actually grew. Some, of course, grew more than others. That was the most I've had of one type of thing, and I did that. Finest Mind Cooking Channel. I hear you. Um, and I did that because I wanted to see what I could grow, and so my thing every year is to grow what we eat plus one. And the plus one is either something I've never grown before, never eaten before, just wanted to try before, just to see. Because that's also how we learn how we like different foods and how we like different things. So I wanted to go out and get a harvest. To me, when I first started gardening, a harvest would have been like all those tomatoes I just harvested. I harvested 35 tomatoes. That was a harvest. That's what I wanted. I wanted to go out. I go get these baskets. Show you all. I've got these two huge baskets that I got, and I wanted to go out and fill the baskets up because I felt like, man, let me get. I'm gonna show y'all these baskets. What I expected. Hang on, let me grab these baskets. Okay, don't laugh. Don't judge. Don't judge and don't laugh. This is the first basket. Now, granted, I've got both of these baskets at the Goodwill, so it ain't like I went out and spent a whole lot of money on these baskets. This first basket is huge, but all the dreams I had and still have. This is the green basket I had. Look how big this basket is. It covered the whole screen, guys. Y'all see how big this basket is? This basket is huge. I wanted to, when I saw this basket in Google, I said, oh my God, I gotta have it for my harvest. And I anticipated going out and being able to fill this up and coming back in and have a harvest. That hasn't happened yet. But then I found this basket. It's a tad bit smaller. It's a tad bit smaller, but I said, oh, this would be a nice basket too. I can go out there and get a harvest. Now I had quite a few tomatoes to fit in the bottom of this, but it still wasn't what I harvest. Then I realized when as I went out, I started getting a couple of tomatoes a day. Few of this. One time I got some lettuce and a cucumber and some peppers. I was getting a little bit of everything. And then it dawned on me, said, well, you know what? If I really got the thought I was going to get and wanted to get in my head, I wouldn't have room for it. I'd have to immediately start giving it away because I probably couldn't eat it that fast. I'm typically cooking for two. So what would I do with all this? So I mean, there's canning and stuff like that, which if and when, I shouldn't say if, when I get those kind of harvests, that's what I plan to do. But I have to learn that because I'm not a canner. I have to learn how to can and preserve. But even you must be, I know, right? And what I was expecting a huge harvest. But I didn't realize in my mind that if I got two or three tomatoes, it's a harvest. That's enough for a few salads. I mean, depending on the size of the tomatoes. I got one tomato that was real big. I don't know if you all saw that video. It's I think I have it as the thumbnail on the video about tomato, a big giant tomato. I got a ton of tomatoes like that. What are you gonna do with them? So I thought, okay, you know what? It's really better to be able to go out there every day or every couple of days and get a nice little group of veggies and things for your salads or cooking or something like that. But that would be a huge harvest. Now I still want those harvests. I will probably be giving the food away at that point, but I still do want those harvests. But I realized that oh, my battery on my computer's trying to die. I had to realize there. I had to realize that when I go out there, like the last video I put up was the radishes. I got two radishes. One was really big, and the other one was a normal, good size. And I thought to myself, this is a harvest because I'm not about to put more than a couple of radishes in a salad. that was a harvest. And once that dawned on me, I mean, I became excited. I'm like, I'm gonna have a whole lot of harvest. I need to realize to come out here and get what I need. Now, my herbs, guys, I love that just to be able to go out as I'm cooking. So, oh, I need some basil. Go out there and get it. Oh, I need some thyme and go out there and get it. Especially when I need the fresh. Now that I would love to be able to go out and harvest a huge amount so that I can dry it. I got to get a dehydrator so that I can dry it out and have dried herbs because I use a lot of seasoning in my food when I do cook. So I am looking forward to large harvest on my herbs. Now my rosemary bush has grown quite a bit and it is still quite large. It grows through the winter though. It doesn't, it's just there, it never stops growing. Doesn't matter to grow in the heat. And that's another good one, guys. If you like rosemary, that is a good plant to start with. It's like disease free, disease resistant. I had a problem this year with army worms. I had a problem with some other kind of insect I don't know on my tomatoes. I had worms. And although my basil was attacked by the army worms, which some of my basil is in the same container as my rosemary, touched that rosemary, nothing has touched that rosemary. So it's like disease free, carefree. It grows out. We got into the hundreds this year. It's grown through the hundreds and it survived this winter, which I'm in North Carolina, so it rarely gets below freezing for any more than a day or two. Now it can get down into the 20s, um, but it's not going to stay there. And typically, if it does, by the afternoon, we're up to maybe 30 something or even 40. So it doesn't stay cold here, and then it doesn't even do that typically until January. Now it's really cold today. That's today, North Carolina. That's another thing. Tomorrow, the next day, we might be in the 70, 80 degrees. I remember some winters at Thanksgiving and the holidays, people run around in shorts. It's that hot. So it's a good, we have a long growing. Right now, my fall garden out there is, fall garden right now is, I put out a lot of turnip greens because that's what I had a lot of turnip green seeds. I didn't have a lot of other green seeds. But now is the time, guys. If you want to start a spring garden, fine as wine, Lisa. If you guys want to start a spring garden, now is the time to start buying your seeds and thinking about what you want to grow. Now is the time to do that. You want to go ahead and purchase your seeds and start planning out your garden. Now, the one thing that I did last year and the year before that I will not do this year, I missed starting my garden early enough. I missed starting it early. I should have been starting. This is all crooked. I can't tell which way it's going because I'm looking in the mirror. I'm looking in the computer. I should have. I can't stand when it's crooked. Um, this way. There you go. Um, I started too late. I started in May, but I should have started here. The thing should have started into February, beginning of March. So this year, I am earmarking March 1st as the day I'm going to, unless we have some really, really unpredictable weather. But I may start it, it'll either be the last week of February or the first week of March. I will start watching the temperatures at that time because the things that you grow in the fall, like my greens, you can also grow them before it gets too hot at the end of the winter. You can start it when the weather starts to be above freezing and into the 40s. You can start it then and you'll harvest by summer. So I can get greens going into the spring, then again in. And some greens I use just, and that includes things like kales and lettuces and things like that. And I've also been studying how to harvest like my greens and things so that they will continue to grow throughout the season. And I should have greens almost through to at least January or February of 2021 with my turnip greens that I have out there if I do it right. So I'm going to do videos on that as I harvest them to show everybody else how to harvest their greens so that they will grow again. Then you can go back out there and get some more, grow again. Because I'm not eating greens every day. But if I could harvest once a week, that would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing if I could harvest once a week. Um, that's my plan. That is my plan. See if my phone is shut. Briefly, I'm back. Yay! So glad you're back. So glad you're back. So glad you're back. And take it off the charger now. I don't garden at all. I Yes, you can, Bree Bree. Bree Bree, you know what I want you to do? I want you to do one thing for me. One thing for me. I want you. Do you like green onions, Bree Bree? To eat green onions. I know you eat a lot of. I won't say Asian cuisine, but things that different cuisines that green onions could go in or be topped on. So just tell me that. Do you like green onions? All I want to know. That's a yes or no, Bree Bree. That is a yes or no question. And there's always some. That is one of the easiest things to grow. Guess what, Bree Bree? You don't even need any dirt. You do not need any dirt. You don't need any dirt whatsoever. So you got to worry about digging in the dirt. I tell everybody that, and you will be amazed at the taste of those green onions compared to any that you can buy. I do like green onions. Okay, the next time you buy some at the store, just to eat and cook with, when you get down to about that much before the end of it, you know where the root is down here in this white part, then the green part. When you get down to that white part, I want you to take 4 or 5 of them. I want you to put a rubber band around the top of them, the top part of them, like quarter down. And I want you to take, after you put the rubber band around, I want you to take glass, a short glass, something about this height, something about this height. Yes, water is all you need. Yes. Put some water in it, stick the green onions in it, and walk away. That's it. After that, the only thing I want you to do is change the water every other day. Empty it out, fill the glass up, sit it down, walk away. That's it. Bree, that's all I want you to do. And in a couple of days, those green onions are going to start growing. In about a week, you'll have new green onions to eat. And you can keep doing that over and over and over again. They'll keep growing. And you don't need any dirt. Is your greenhouse going to be heated? Oh, I would love that, Edward. That would be amazing because then I really could grow year round. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. I don't know. I have to see the cost. I don't have no money for no type of greenhouse right now. But I would absolutely love a heated greenhouse. And I don't want this huge greenhouse because what I learned is with containers, you can grow a lot in one. So I don't need a 15-foot greenhouse or anything like that. I want my greenhouse to probably be the size of a shed. Like people buy the sheds. And I had even thought about that. But I said there's not enough light. That's the only thing that stopped me from actually like getting just a shed and turning it into like a greenhouse is there wouldn't be the right temperature or anything to get the right sunlight. I'm about to. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Oh no. You're about to one of those. I don't know what those things are. I don't know what that emoji is. Let me see if I can see what that emoji is over on YouTube. I can't see what it is on StreamYard. Bree, that's new. I see what it is. Smoking, girl, please. So yes, I would love a heated one. I think I have to research and see which is best, which is best, and then of course the cost of it. I'm not trying to spend a whole lot of money. I'm not trying to spend a whole lot of money, but I do want one that's made of I want to say glass or clear. You can see through. I don't want one that's made out of tent material because I think I've had so many people say theirs fell down. Maybe they just didn't have it put up right. I don't know. Um, that'd probably be the simplest, easiest, and cheapest way to go, though. But I'm not sure that that will be feasible long term because I need something I can handle once it's up. If I can get somebody to put it up, then I need to make sure I can handle whatever needs to be done maintenance wise with it, unless something major happens. And that's just, well, anything. But day to day, I don't need anything that can fall down like a tent and I'm out there struggling trying to get it up. So that would be my only hesitation. Get that kind, the kind that looks like a tent. Some of them are green, some of them are white. Um, really, really nice. But I've heard so many people say they fell down. And I'm not sure. I don't know anyone personally that has one. So I can't really say or attest to um, exactly how that would work. But yeah, that would be awesome. I am, and how is all of the things that you're growing? How are they going? How are they going, Edward? All the things that you're growing. Yes, awesome and amazing, awesome and amazing. Yes, yes, yes. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, trying to see why is this. Okay, I can see now. I am lagging on YouTube StreamYards, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, Bree, are you going to do those green onions? Are you going to do those green onions? Yes. I'm not sure who all is still in the chat. If you're in the chat, let me know. Let me know if you're still in the chat because I cannot tell over here on Container Crops, over here on StreamYards. I cannot tell. I cannot tell. Yes. And I probably will. I'm going to wait. I'm going to check the temperature for the week. And if I see that we have a day that's warm, I want to do a live out in the garden because I want to clean it up. My tomatoes, I'm going to harvest all the ones that's out there. I think I'm going to leave them up. I'm curious. I want to leave my tomato plants up as long as possible because I've been looking at a lot of videos that are teaching how to grow tomatoes from the tomato plants you had. And I had good tomatoes this year. So I have got good tomato plants out there. So I could take the stems or cut them back, get some cuttings from them, and regrow those. That would be amazing. But my concern is I really don't want to have them in the house that long. If I did it now, my concern is that they would root quite early, and then I'd have to really start growing them inside. So I want to leave the plants out there as long as possible until it really gets ready to drop down. Then I want to go and get clipping maybe from each one and put it in water. Maybe by the time it gets roots, hopefully in like 30 days or 60 days, it's time to start planting back outside. That's the plan. I'm going to try to see if it'll work. I'm going to try to see if I can find some YouTube videos on how to do that over the winter. Edward says the sunflowers are about 8 or 9 inches tall. The others are growing more slowly. The basil is covering the entire 8 inch. Yes, basil. And doesn't that basil smell good? Oh my goodness. That basil smells so good. I can smell it because mine smells good. That's amazing. Everything is growing really good. Yeah. Awesome, Edward. I am so glad you got started. Yay! That makes me feel so good. Yes, it does. Wow. Wow. Have you harvested any of the basil and used it in anything um, that was cooked? Have you done that yet? 'Cause that can be amazing. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. That would be absolutely awesome. Yes. And guys, I'm going to try to get a schedule going for my lives over here. Um, I don't want too strict of a schedule because you know how it goes when it's growing. I really like to do my lives out on my deck with whatever I'm doing. If I'm getting ready to plant something, I'd rather do the live about planting it. Um, So it's kind of hard to do a schedule, but I'd like to at least be able to say whenever I'm on live, I'm typically on live at this time. Now, in the summer months and the spring months, it's warm, it's bright, it's sunny, 6 o'clock in the morning. So I love to come on around 8 or 9. I love to come on around 8 or 9 in the morning. And I know for you, Edward, that's in the middle of the night. That's in the middle of the night, but I try to come on before it gets really hot too, because it gets into the hundreds. They have only been growing. Okay, okay, you can still snip off a couple of leaves if you have a couple of leaves. I did that, and it just makes them grow faster. I didn't cut off a lot, but as soon as I saw some leaves and I needed some basil, I went out there and got it. Came in the house, rolled it up, diced it up real fine. Mm-hmm. Sprinkled some on my pizza one time. Yes, 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 yes. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, that is so wonderful. That is so wonderful. And I've got some carrots out there. That's what I need to search. I do not know when to carrots, and I've got some onions. I have purple onions and white onions. I don't know when to harvest. That's the biggest thing that I need to research. When to harvest. I need to learn when to harvest. The signs, the telltale signs. I mean, tomatoes they're obvious. They start turning red, pull them off before the squirrels or anything else get them. You know, and let them mature in the inside. Some herbs are good because you can tell as soon as they start growing. If you eat a pinch for a dish, just go get you some. But the rooted vegetables are the ones I'm having the most trouble with because if it's a pepper, obviously you can see it's there. As long as you leave it, if it turns red or green or whatever the pepper is, it'll be fine. Hello, Nicole. I am doing fantabulous. I hope you are too. We are just talking about what we are growing, what we want to grow. And those of us that want to grow, I'm trying to encourage everybody to start growing something. Start growing some type of fruit or vegetable. So how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Don't forget to thumbs up the live. If you could share me out, share me out. And when the live is over, I appreciate comments from everybody as well. YouTube loves. So we were just talking about that, and I was just saying that now is the time if you want a spring garden and you don't want to do anything for the fall. Now is the time to figure out what you'd like to plant. Buy your seeds. You'll be amazed at how many places are on back order. Oh my goodness! I almost forgot to tell. Now that I will be doing a video on prayerfully in what is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 4 days. In 4 days, I am expecting a delivery. My son, my oldest son, has sent me some stevia plants. 3 stevia plants. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. And from what I have been reading and understanding, stevia will grow year round. Woohoo! So I'm going to really learn how to harvest some of that and start a new plant. Harvest and start a new plant because I like stevia. Practice the keto diet a lot. So regular sugar's off limit, but stevia works wonderful. I love it, love it, love it. And I've been told that those leaves, you can just take one leaf and drop it in your tea and steep it with your tea, and it'll be so sweet. I can't wait to get those plants. So I'm gonna do an unboxing, and I don't know if I need to replant them when they come. I don't know how they're gonna come. I just know they're already plants. Yes. Do you recommend growth spikes? Um, I have used growth spikes in my yard for things. I had used some before in my garden last year. I do have some because I was using containers. I broke them in and used one in one pot. I don't think they did so well. What does work is 511. It is a fish fertilizer. I know you can get it on Amazon. And in fact, I'll put the link down in one of my last video. I'll go and put the link down in there to it on Amazon so you'll make sure you'll see the right one. That I used that this year. I used that on my tomatoes. And I believe that helped. And once I did, you could tell the difference. Your plants, they sit up. If they sit up, they become abundant. You go out there the next day and it's like, whoa. And you're supposed to feed them the 511 once a week during the growing season for about 2 or 3 weeks. And that's what I did. I only think I did it twice because I actually got it at the end of the season. But that could be why I'm still getting tomatoes at the end of the season. 511. I recommend 511 for fertilizer. It's a fish fertilizer. It smells horrible, but you don't need a lot. It's in a container about this big. It's outside. I will go get it. It's in a container about this big, maybe a quart size or something like that. It's not a half a gallon. It's probably like a quart size. But the thing about it is you only need like, and I don't know the exact measurement offhand, but you need like less than a fourth of a cup to a gallon of water. So you need like 2 tablespoons to a gallon. You need just a little bit to a gallon of water. So what I do is I've been eyeballing it. Probably I shouldn't do that, but I eyeball it. I get that from cooking because I eyeball everything when I cook. So I know what a tablespoon look like. I know what a fourth of a cup look like. So I eyeballed it, but I have a regular watering can. That's a 2 gallon watering can. So what I did was I filled it up with water and I put the amount according to the bottle into that. Then you have to stir it. It's real thick, smells horrible. Smells like a fish tank. Smells like a dirty fish tank. Not, not just a fish tank. It smells like a dirty fish tank. You have to stir it really, really well because it's super thick. So it's so thick that when you pour it down into the water, it just kind of like it's like goop or something. You can see it just sink into the bottom. It's just thick. It doesn't like, you can pour something into water and it kind of starts mixing in with the water. This stuff just sinks, goes straight down to the bottom. So I always get a stick or something. I'm going to get next time I am in Home Depot or Lowe's or hardware store, I'm going to get a paint stick. I'm going to pick up a paint stick so that I can mix. And I'm going to pick up more than one because you don't want to mix. If I have sauce, I have to mix it another time. I don't want to use the same one. And I'm going to take a marker, probably right on the top of it, 511. I know that's my stick for 511. And I picked up this, I don't know what it is. It looks like a basket. It's not another one of those baskets, but it's a metal. You know what it looks like? Old fashioned milk cart thing, but it's red. My garden is red and brown. I love red and I love red. And I'm going to use it It is the cutest little thing. I'm going to use it to sit all my different bottles of things. And I'm going to put it up close to the house so it won't be out so much in the rain and everything. But they're just really kind of sitting out there now anyway. What I do when I need something for a spray bottle, found that the spray bottles that you can just go and buy always are really cheap and they break, they stop pumping. So what I do is I go to the Dollar Tree, the dollar store, Family Dollar, Walmart, and I go into the chemical aisle, the cleansers like not dish soap because that's in a squeeze thing. Anything like glass cleaners, I go into that aisle and I'll find something for $1 and I'll take it home and I get me some empty water bottles, pour whatever is in that bottle into the water bottle so I won't be wasting. I'll keep it and use it. Then I soak the bottle, wash it out really well, soak it till I have no residue of whatever was in there. And I smell it and do all that. I just make sure there's nothing in there. And I use those time for spray because those have, like a spick and span bottle, index bottle, those have good pumps on them. But the ones you just buy, you need a spray bottle and buy. I have not found one yet that the pump didn't stop or break on me. Yes, yes. And those are the ones that I use. And just about everything I have been buying. Now, the one thing I did not have last year, said it was good for army worms. You're supposed to attack them in the beginning. And that's another thing I'm going to do. I'm going to buy my supplies now for next season. So that when the season starts, whatever breaks out there, I think what's called, I want to say DT. DT, I think that's it. The product for various insects and worms and caterpillars and things like that, DT. Because as soon as you see it or it's any sign of it, you're supposed to start using it. Well, depending on what your day is or your week is, by the time you get the stuff, you're infested. So I'm going to buy all my things. Now I have plenty of 511 left because you don't use that much of it at all. So I have plenty of that left. I bought some neem oil that worked well on some things. I still have plenty of that left. That was another thing where you're supposed to put like a teaspoon in a quart-sized bottle of water and shake it up. So these things, when you buy them, they may be $10 or $15, but they don't knock it over. They'll last you a long time. And so that's another thing that I'm going to do is order along with ordering the different seeds that I want. I have found really good success with starting my seeds inside. So true. My sister has that problem with spray bottles. I'll pass along that great idea of cleaning out the old window. Yes, even if you have to go and buy it. That's why I'll go to the dollar store or something because I want a different bottle for everyone. And you can either even color code them. You can get because some of the bottles are blue or the strip around them might be green or red. So you can get different ones. And I always save the product because typically I try to buy something to use. Like you can always use glass cleaner, or you can always use some spick and span or something like that for your or a bathroom cleaner. Yes, those bottles. They never think about it. They never stop working. When was the last time you had a Windex bottle and stopped squirting? Oh, and that's another thing, Nicole or anybody else. If you do go and buy a Windex cleaner before you buy it, look and make sure that the sprayer thing goes all the way down to the bottom. You really want it to go down curve into one of the corners in the bottom because that way you'll know that whatever product you put in it, even if you just got a corner of the product left, you can tilt the bottle towards there and it'll still spray out. Because some of the bottles, if you look at them, the little sprayer thing stops about that far from the bottom. So now you have like the bottom of your bottle, but then when you look inside of it, you look inside the bottle, sprayer thing stops here. So that means all your product below there, and it goes straight in the middle. It doesn't even curve to the corner. You want it to curve, the sprayer thing in the middle to curve over to a corner. Because if it goes straight down, you can't tilt the bottle to that corner and get it out. Girl, I believe in using every little bit. Because there I go again. Yeah, this way. All that stuff gets expensive. Yeah, some of that stuff gets expensive. So I try to make sure I got the right sprayer with the maximum spray out of them. Yes, definitely, definitely. And I hate that because I did that. I bought the bottles on, oh, I need some nice, fresh, clean bottles. Got them home, used them once, and the sprayer stopped working. I'm like, I paid $1 for this bottle. I'm like, I could have just bought something with a product in it. Then that's 2 for 1. I got the bottle and the product. And then whatever my real Windex buying, that's why I buy glass cleaner. I got like stocked up on glass cleaner because I pour it in the water bottles. But then when my glass cleaner that I'm using runs out, fill it up from my refills or my chemicals. So yeah, that I learned that one the hard way. But it works. It really works. I'm trying to tell everybody buy your things now so that you can just start gardening. You can just go right to it. You don't have to worry about anything. I keep being guilty. Last year, the first year I started, this was my second year. The first year I started gardening, it was just something I wasn't aware of the time frame or, oh, I need to get this out here because spring is here and the plant. And I just threw some dirt out there and just did it. And I got 2 tomatoes last year. And this year, I'm almost on the verge of having 50. That's an improvement. I want to try to get 100. And then I can start canning some. That's the goal. But this year and last, like I didn't have the seeds that I wanted. I kept prolonging it. I need to go get the seeds. Or I need to go get the dirt. Or I need to go get this. And I would get things one by I just procrastinated this year. But I'm now ready. I think the harvest of the tomatoes I have, and I have a whole lot of pepper flowers out there. So I'm hoping I get a whole harvest of peppers. They're hot peppers too. Hope I get a whole harvest of hot peppers. And I have got to get a dehydrator. Oh my God, that's on my wish list. I got to get a dehydrator because I plan to dehydrate a lot of my herbs with my food. I really want to be able to do that. And I don't know if any of you all know Life with Aura, but she made some, that was encouraging. That was an encouraging video that she made. She had a video that she put up, I think this week, a few days ago, how to make homemade smoked paprika. And that's what she was doing. Peppers out her yard. She dehydrated them and she showed exactly what to do to make that paprika. And I thought to myself, well, I need to be doing this. I need to be doing this. Much paprika as I use? Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. That's just, yes. So that's awesome, awesome. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm trying to decide now. I'm going to, and earlier in the live, I had said that I try to grow things that we eat or want to eat plus one. My plus one this year is going to be, and this is something still that we eat, but it's going to be really new for me. I want to try to do 2 citrus trees, but I want them to be dwarf citrus trees. I would like a lemon and an orange or uh, tangerine, something in the orange family, orange and lemon. Those are the 2 I want to do. My problem with that is bringing them in the house. I don't know about that because they said that in the winter you got to bring them in the house, not just while they're growing, but for the life of them. And I would have to do some more research on that because that doesn't sit well with me. Because if it wasn't a dwarf, it'd be in the ground. Same tree is they say the dwarf ones are just they like stunted their growth or something so that they would be sharp and they produce the same full size fruit as a full size tree. So in my mind, and I could be wrong, that's why I'm going to do some research on it. But in my mind, if it's producing full size fruit, that means it could be a tree in the ground. And if it was in the ground, I wouldn't bring it in. So I'm going to research how to cover or maintain a plant if you can't bring it in. You know, what to do to protect it if you can't bring it in. Because I'm not a fan of bringing my pots. I don't mind starting seeds indoors, but I'm starting it outdoors yet to get bugs, have things crawling in it or over it, and then I bring that into the house. So that's my hesitation on that. But I'm going to do the research, and I'm hoping that those two things can be my plus things this year. That's what I want. Yes. So Nicole, what is your sister growing? Yes. Is she using was she using the spray bottle for something she's growing? Is she growing something, or you just mean in general she was having problems with the spray bottles? Yes, 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 yes. So that's awesome, amazing. And guys, I hope everybody has my bell on over here. I think everybody that's in the live is subscribed to me already. I'm pretty sure. Uh, Make sure you turn the bell on so that you'll know when I pop up on live. Some of them will be, the ones in the garden will probably be much shorter because I'll go out there and do whatever I'm doing. And it may be a 20-minute live or something like that. But I'm going to have a lot of lives like that. Or if I have information, like when I get my stevia plants, I might do that online. I might come on for 20 minutes or something just to show the plants and show what I'm put them in and what they look like, and to talk about the stevia plants, to unbox them. I may do that on live instead of doing it as a video. I haven't decided yet, but I like to keep the lives that I do have. She only tried green tomatoes, but I was just speaking. Oh, in general. Okay. Okay. Yes. And so I like to do the lives, short lives. But when you do a live, as everyone knows, it keeps your watch time up. But also when you do the short live and they index, even though it's a live, people will come back and watch it because it's only like 15 minutes to 20 minutes, like a regular video. Hello, Latarsha. Hello, hello. Yes, Latarsha, I am doing a fall garden. Am. Yes, I am. I was talking about that a little bit ago. I have some of the things that I planted the spring, I realized I should have been planting in the fall. They're still out there. They survived the heat, but now they seem to be thriving. Carrots is one of them. Radishes, I just pulled up a couple the other day ago. They are a cool weather vegetable too. It seems that most root vegetables are cool weather. So I planted a lot of turnip greens, the ones with the big bottom, the white and purple bottoms. I planted a ton of those. That's actually not my favorite green, but for some reason, I had a ton of collard seed, not collard, a ton of turnip seeds. So I thought, you know what, grow these. I'll eat them. You know, that would be great. I'd like to see that seed. Yes, yes. So I probably will do it on. Um, and that's why I say make sure you have the bell on because I don't know when it's supposed to be here on the 22nd. So if it comes on the 22nd, depending on the time of day it comes and what I'm doing on the 22nd, I'll either do the video right then and there when it comes, or I will do it, not the video. I think I'm going to do it on a live, or I'll do it the next day. Um, yes, the stevia. I am excited about that. I am so glad when you told me, yeah, I've ordered you some stevia plants. I'm like, wow, yay. So I'm excited about that. Latarsha, are you doing, and am I pronouncing your name right? Is it Latarsha? Let me know if I'm not pronouncing it right. Are you doing anything? Are you growing anything now or doing a fall garden or anything like that? Yes. Yes. So I have a lot of things I had already out there that are still growing that should have probably been planted as a fall garden or my carrots and radishes. Hello, Tyreek. Hello, hello. How you doing, Tyreek? I meant lives. Oh, I didn't even see the first message. Hey, girl, you remember me? I used to join your network. Yes, I remember you, Tyreek. That's when I was like, hey, Tyreek, how are you? Yes, 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 yes. You know, I don't do those networking, but you know what? I will be live over here all the time, Tyreek. Some of them are going to be short lives. They won't be hour lives or hours. We'll be doing a lot of informational lives. Like I'm waiting to get some stevia plants. And I think I'm going to unbox them and talk about them and show them when I get them on live. It'll probably be a short live, but I think I can reach more people that way. I also like the fact that if somebody has a question about it, they can ask me then. Um, and because they're short, people will go back and watch them. That's the purpose of me doing short lives. People will go back and watch them. I want those to be like evergreen videos, is what they call it, which is videos, which by the way, this has nothing to do with gardening, but in a sense, evergreen videos are videos that will live on for life, meaning, and that's like my cooking videos. There's going to always be someone that wants to learn how to bake a cake. Years from now, they're still going to learn how to bake a cake. Baking a cake is going to be a baking a cake. It may be a new cake, but basically baking a cake is going to be there. So those videos will continue to support you, and they will continue to make you money, and they will continue to be looked at years to come. And that's what I'm trying to create over here, even in the sense of the live garden, because I will leave those to chat up where people can see questions and hear the answers as well. Um, Tariq says, okay, nice to hear. Latasha says, cool, the dehydrator is on my wish list as well. Audie sometimes says, really? I need to start looking at all these websites then because I need to get, I've been wanting one for a long, long time. It just ain't been in the budget. But the girl has wanted a dehydrator. I've been having health issues, but I've been thinking of getting an elevated raised bed. Okay, okay, okay. That would be, if that works for you, that would be really, really, really good. You know, if that would help you. Yes. Okay, sorry to hear about it. We're gonna say some prayers for your health issues. So anybody that can pray, will pray for the health issues to subside and for her to get better and be very healthy. Please do so. Um, yes, okay, that's not yes. So Tariq, make sure you have the bell on over here. Latarsha, make sure you have the bell on over here as well because I don't have really a schedule. I'm just gonna, pop on here and there, and that's another thing that I will do as well as far as my life. If I go out, because see, sometimes it's okay to do a video, and I will sometimes, but a lot of times it's easier to do a live. If I go out in the garden and I see some unusual pest, it'll be easy for me to hit that live button and say, look, y'all, look at this. Do you see this? And get close up on it, and you can see it if you have any questions about it right then and there. I can answer the question because sometimes when you do a video, you'll talk about something in the garden, but you may not necessarily answer the questions of somebody. Yes, I'm subscribed to you. Okay, great, Tyreek. That's awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Latasha says, I want to grow carrots, garlic, collards, and broccoli. Thanks, I'm getting better. I do have that bill. Excellent. Hey, Latasha, now is the time to plant garlic. This is what I want you to do. I've got a ton of garlic growing out there. Latasha, do you have any garlic at home right now? Do you have a bulb of garlic at home right now? Let me know. Let me know. And I'm gonna tell you the easiest way to do it. Hello, Lisa. How are you? How are you? Thank you for coming in. Welcome in to the live. Thank you so much for being here. Yay! I haven't seen you in so long. Yes. We're just talking about what we're growing. Anybody that's growing a fall garden, what they're growing, what they want to grow. I'm trying to get some easy tips if anybody is wanting to grow something, like Latasha mentioned. No, not now. She says, not now. Okay, well, this is what I want you to do, Latasha. As soon as you can, I used it all. Okay, listen. As soon as you can get a bulb of garlic, just one bulb of garlic. I want you to take it apart. I want you to take the paper, all the paper off the clove. And if you have a pot inside or outside, I don't know if you're gardening in gardening in the ground, wherever you want to garden, take the cloves and push them in the dirt about an about a half inch down. Make sure they're covered well. Water it away. That's it. That's it. And an onion too. Listen, take that clove of garlic away apart. And you don't even have to take the whole clove. You can take 5 or 6 cloves out there. You're gonna get some garlic. You're gonna get bulbs of garlic, and just push it down into the ground. Point side up, fatter side down. Push it into the ground. Point side up, fat side down. Okay, take it, push it down into some containers. Point side up, fat side down. You don't have to do nothing to it. You ain't got to soak it. You peel it, walk out there, stick it in the ground. That's it. Onion, you can do the same thing. You can take the onion and cut off the part where the roots are, the little fuzzy part, that off about that much of it, where you've like, not it quite in half, but a little bit further closer to the root part and half down. Go outside, stick it in the ground, root side down, cover it, and walk away. That's the main thing I want to learn to do is to grow from my food. So when I get a harvest or when something harvests, I can always keep one and go back and plant it again. Go back and plant it again. I don't think you mentioned onions up there, but I'm not sure about carrots and garlic. Carrots, I'm growing turnips for the first time. I've never grown broccoli yet. I've got carrots out there that seem to be doing great, but I don't know because I can't see them. But the greenery is out there. The greenery is like 2 feet tall almost. It's like, these are gonna be some big carrots or none at all or something. How much sunlight does garlic or onion need? Mine or in my onion is in my garlic is in full sunlight. Pure coincident. That's where the pot was that I went to stick it out in. The onion gets less sunlight because it's up against the house in a pot. And so, but they seem to be doing well. So I would say maybe about 5 or 6 hours, maybe about 5 or 6 hours worth of sunlight. Yes, I hear you. Got baby onions. Hear that? You get baby onions. I didn't get baby onions, girl. When I pull these onions up, you can see of them that these onions ain't babies. Now I haven't pulled them up yet, but they're starting to come up out the ground part, and that's why I need to research to see if it's time for me to harvest them. Now I did one purple and one white. I see two purple and one white. Now I don't know when I pull it up, am I going to have, and the greenery is real thick and heavy on both of them. So I don't know when I pull them up, if when I pull them up, am I going to have, like you say, a bunch of white babies? And but from the base of what's showing, these are good signs. But we'll see. We will see. That's why I said try to make sure I got that bell on because when I go out there to harvest something, if I see what's going, when it come up, I'm gonna turn that camera. Yes, yes, yes. I love peppers. I love every kind of pepper there is on the face. As far as bell peppers, I think yellow is my least favorite. I love red, I love green, I like orange. Yellow's okay. Hot peppers, jalapeno are my absolute favorite. I do love cayenne peppers. I haven't grown, and but haven't. I got something out there now that I don't know what it is. The package of seeds that I had just said hot peppers. It didn't say habanero. It didn't say cayenne. It hot peppers. I'm like, really, y'all hot? I mean, that could be a wide variety. So yes, okay, onions and garlics will do inside. You think? Yes, I think they will. Put them near a window. I think they will, or under a lamp. or under a lamp. Yep. And don't have to be a grow lamp, it can be a lamp. What you might need to do indoors is rotate it. Watch it. If you have like say like the garlic or onion and the stems that'll come up from them, and say they're coming up and then they start leaning this way, rotate your pot around so that wherever say the light is over here and it starts going that way, then rotate it around so it can straighten back up. Just keep rotating it up and won't keep going this way. Rotate that pot. That's the only thing that I typically have seen that I've had to do on the inside. Yes, yes. So yes, Tyreek, I do grow peppers. I love peppers. I love peppers. And Latricia says, cool. That's what I used to do as a child in Florida. I use our food to grow food, although I've never grown. Yep. And I'm trying to do is now the one thing that I have not been successful at, and I think it's been that's why I'm buying my DT early. I'm also need to if I'm growing in the wrong time of the year, and that is celery. Celery you can put it in the ground, level to the ground. Don't put it underground. You need to see the green top of the celery stalk level to the dirt. So this is your celery stalk in here. In here, the dirt's all around it. It should be flush where you see dirt, green, dirt. Mine has been growing, but it only grows this tall. And then I think something keeps eating. Yes. Lamps are good. Why? Yes, lamps. Put a lamp under there. Put it under a lamp. Yep. And especially a desktop. A desk. If you have a desk, some of them have a green, like a green globe on them, and the globe is kind of long that you would normally sit on. It's kind of like the old-fashioned desk lights. I like them, but those work really well because they have the long little fluorescent light. Those work really well. Yes, and you can either rotate the plant or rotate the lamp. Yes, with hot peppers, it's best to use gloves when handling them. Oh, I never thought about that. I've never used, well, I had cayenne peppers out there last year, and I never used any gloves, but I never thought about that. Even when I'm cooking, I don't. They never bothered me. I never thought about it, but you got a point. You got a point. Yes, yes. But I do. I wear my gloves for most everything when I'm in the garden, simply because I'm not a fan of dirt. I'm not a fan of dirt. And now that I'm monetized over here, I'm getting ready to make me some merch. And y'all gonna crack up when y'all see my merch. You all see my slogan, my main slogan, all my merch. I'm gonna probably be doing that within the next week. Although I can't put it up actually on the channel until I get to 10,000 subscribers, but oh well. Yes, I heard that too. I learned that. Oh, okay. You heard that too about the peppers? What happened, Latorsha? What happened when you didn't wear gloves? Lisa says, yes. Oh, wow. I better put on some gloves. What happened? Um, I mean, like Scotch bonnet. Oh, okay. You're talking about the real hot ones. Okay. Well, you know what? Because it said hot peppers, I might want to be safe than sorry because I don't know what kind of peppers these are. And they haven't grown big enough for me to even like take a picture and ask. They're just, the flowers are just there. So I have no clue of what kind of, I have no clue what kind of peppers they're going to be. I have no clue whatsoever. Yeah. But that's a thought. I never thought about that wearing gloves. I can't wait to see your merch. Y'all gonna crack up. I got a slogan now. I'm putting on all my merch. It's the truth. And I realize I ain't the only one that this slogan fits the bill to either. But I can't wait. Even jalapeno. Oh, they burn and will bring you to tears. Oh my goodness. What's your main channel again? Okay, it still is, but it was Chef and More. I just recently changed it this week to cooking with Chef and More. So still Chef, but Tyreek is Chef and More. Cooking with Chef and More. Yes. Have you tried Carolina Reaper peppers? Oh no, I haven't. I have not. Matter of fact, I never heard of them. I never heard of those. Super hot. I cook with jalapenos all the time. That's my favorite pepper. I cook those, fry those up, and stuff those and eat those. I use those all the time. And they don't, I do. They've never bothered me. Sometimes I'll take the seeds out and then take the seeds. I don't take all of them. I'll take a few of the seeds and I'll chop them up and put them back in my filling because I like that heat. I went to the bathroom after handling hot peppers and didn't wash my hands before. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hoo, hoo, hoo. I thought you changed your name. On Chef and More, I did to cooking with Chef and More. I didn't change it much. I just added cooking with. For some reason, I felt like, well, one, I didn't feel like my videos are getting the views they should get. And I said, well, maybe people don't really realize just because I say chef and more, that don't mean I'm over there cooking. It could be meaning anything. So I just added cooking with it. Just feel better about it. I just asked because you live in North Carolina and I live here now too. So I was curious. Oh, welcome to the state. Welcome to the state. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo, welcome to the state. Yes, yes. What are you saying? Yes, you agree with what I said, Lisa, about the name change, why I changed it? Is that why you said yes? Is that why you saying yes, Lisa? All right, Latasha, welcome to the state. What part of North Carolina are you in? If you don't mind saying it, don't say it because I ain't mad at you. I understand. Yes. No, wow. And we got two Lisas in here, so I was saying, I was asking that to Lisa D, but yes, Lisa B. And y'all listen at that. We got Lisa D and Lisa B in the live. Check that out, y'all. I really have to make sure I say it right because it could sound the same. Lisa D and Lisa B. Sounds almost the same. People get the D's and the B's mixed up. Rick, I didn't know you were in South Carolina. Wow. And you're a Fayetteville. What's her name? Wow. All right, all right, all right, all right. Concord. Yes. We neighbors, y'all. We neighbors. Hey, hey. Yeah, there you go, there you go, there you go. Zone 7B. I don't know what the zone is in South Carolina, but the weather is awful similar. It's awful similar. Yes. Awesome, awesome. Yes. Wow. That's amazing. Yes. Well, I hope to see you all in my lives all the time because I'm having a ball today. Really, I think I still get Chef and More. You will for at least 6 months. I just changed it this week. And you will still get Chef and More for at least 6 months. And because I over a year over on Chef and More, you will probably, and I use Chef and More as I still use it in my tags. I put cooking with Chef and More in there, but I also put Chef and More in there. So if you put Chef and More in there, you will probably get it for the life of it. It'll always probably come just at Chef and More. That's why I wouldn't change the whole thing. I just added cooking with. It'll still come. And that's also my website name. I have a website now, and it's called Cooking with Chef and More. So I kind of wanted it to match up. I was just checking today on IG, and Cooking with Chef and More is available. I also have a Facebook page and a Facebook group, Cooking with Chef and More. And if I can change Twitter and IG, everything will match. Oh, everybody on in here, I have a Facebook group called Container Crops. So y'all go over there and join that group so that you all can post when something grows. You all can post pictures of it or ask questions. I'm trying to grow that group. You're in zone 8A. Okay, I'm in 7B. Yes. It's Cooking with Chef and More. Yep, that's it, Tariq. That's it. Cooking with Chef and More. Lisa, it showed up for me. Yes. Yep. It'll show up. Yes, but yes, because see, this is the growing group over here. We growing. And I don't mean network growing. I mean growing food, growing crops. We're growing crops over here. So yeah, definitely check out the Facebook group and join it so that you all can post pictures of your stuff or ask questions because I'm hoping to get a lot of different gardeners in there. Some gardeners with super experience answer some of these questions when we have questions because that's the way you learn. Gardening is a lot about trial and error. A lot of it is just trial and error. So yes, really, yes. Did you try? You should be able to pull it up with either one, Chef and More or just Cooking with Chef and More. Lisa, either one should come up. Yeah, either one should come up. Yes. You are about 2 hours from me. I just subscribed to Cooking with Chef. Oh, okay, thank you. Awesome. Yay. Okay, yeah, we are neighbors. Wow. That's amazing. Yes. Those butter cookies look amazing. Those butter cookies are my favorite. They taste just like the ones in the blue tin, girl. I'm telling you, even if I did cook them myself, they're my favorite. You know, you'll see no other cookies on there on that channel but those. I said I need to do my chocolate chip. I need to do oatmeal. Got an oatmeal cranberry walnut cookie I do too. I got a lot of different ones, but I keep going back to that one cooking it. So it's like, okay, you need to cook something different. It is Cooking with Chef and More. Yes, it is. I was just looking at her avatar. Yes, it is. That is it. Cooking with Chef. Yes, that's it. Hmm. That's me. That is me. Yes. Hmm. Hello, Aura. How are you? Welcome into the live. Thank you for coming. I was just telling everybody about that paprika. I just got through talking about them, telling them you made that paprika from the peppers you grew in your yard, and that's what we need to be doing. And we was talking about a dehydrator. I sent them, told them y'all need to look at that. Yes, I did. I just got through talking with you, talking about you rather, saying get over there. That was amazing. Could taste it. I could smell it. I know it smells good and tastes good. Yes. Mm-mm-mm. Awesome. Yes. That is wonderful. Thank you for coming in, Aura. Yay. Yes, I've been on here almost an hour and a half, so I'm not going to be on here too much longer. But like I was telling everybody, please make sure your bells are on because I will be hopping on from time to time, weather permitting. I will be outside mostly because that's what it's all about. And I'll still be chatting, but we'll also be showing. Up and coming in the next 4 days. I will be in the next 4 to 5 days because I'm expecting some stevia plants. When they arrive, I'm going to unbox them, so to speak, on live and go over them and talk about them and stuff like that. But I want to thank all of you all for coming to the live. Thank you so much. I ask God to provide health and wealth to every last single one of you. Those that wanted to come and couldn't come, I ask God to bless them. I ask Him to bless each and every one of you all. I want you all to take care until time. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And I will see you next time.